Houthis claim to have attacked Israeli airport with hypersonic missile. Houthi announced the launch of a Palestine to hypersonic missile at an airport near Tel Aviv. The Israeli military said it had successfully intercepted the target. Yahya Sarria, a spokesman for the Houthi armed group in Yemen, announced today that the force had launched a Palestine to hypersonic ballistic missile at Ben Gurion Airport, east of the Israeli city of Tel Aviv. He affirmed that the attack achieved its target, causing air traffic in Israel to be disrupted and forcing thousands of people to take shelter in the early morning. Houthi officials stressed that they would continue the attacks in support of Palestinians in the Gaza Strip until Israel stopped its military campaign and ended the blockade of the area. Houthi is ready to face the possibility of Israeli escalation, he said. The Israel Defense Forces (IDF) announced on the same day that it had successfully intercepted a missile launched from Yemen aimed at the country. Israel's Channel 12 television reported that debris from the downed missile caused a fire near Jerusalem. There were no immediate reports of damage or casualties. The attack came after Israel and Hamas announced an agreement to resume talks in Qatar on the hostage issue and a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. Hamas's ally in Gaza, Islamic Jihad, also said it supported talks toward a ceasefire, but demanded guarantees that Israel would not resume its aggression after the hostages were released. The Houthis began attacking Israel and vessels they said were linked to Israel in the Red Sea in November 2023, saying it was an act of solidarity with their ally Hamas and the people of the Gaza Strip. The U.S. and its allies have repeatedly attacked Houthi targets in 2020 to force the armed group to halt its Red Sea campaign. The operation was intensified on March 15th, with U.S. officials claiming to have attacked more than 800 targets in more than a month, killing hundreds of Houthi members and commanders. Despite the fierce airstrikes, the Houthis continued to launch missiles and unmanned aerial vehicles (UAVs) at U.S. warships, as well as firing ballistic missiles towards Israeli territory. This force also shot down 20 U.S. MQ-9 Reaper armed UAVs during the Red Sea campaign. Several U.S. F-16 fighters and F-35 stealth fighters were also nearly hit by anti-aircraft missiles. As President Donald Trump suddenly announced in early May that he had reached a ceasefire agreement with the Houthis. Accordingly, Washington would stop bombing the Houthis and the armed group would stop attacking U.S. warships in the Red Sea. However, there was no provision binding the Houthis to end the campaign of attacking Israeli territory and cargo ships connected to this country in the Red Sea. On May 4th, a Houthi ballistic missile penetrated Israel's modern multi-layered air defense network, hitting the grounds of Ben Gurion International Airport on the outskirts of Tel Aviv, injuring many people.